But her road to the world's biggest tournament won't take her far from home. The 28-year-old will stay in Sydney and play in the local NPL competition rather than pursue an international contract to aid her preparations. And Polias wouldn't have it any other way. The tenacious Sydney FC captain was called in from the cold by Ante Milicic for this week's Cup of Nations, which begins on Thursday night against New Zealand in Sydney. She's expected to make Matilda's return in that opening match, with Milicic pledging to field every outfielder across the three-match tournament. "Absolutely. I'm delighted to be here," Polias said. "It was a really nice surprise after ending the W League season after the win. It's great to be back. Looking at the squad, it's so competitive and there's so much depth. I always knew I could return, but with so much talent in the squad I knew it was always out of my control." Polias is a big beneficiary of Milicic's arrival, given us that coach Alan Stajcic overlooked the midfielder for the bulk of his reign. She gives a diplomatic response when asked why she hadn't been picked since the last World Cup despite her consistency at W League powerhouse Sydney FC. "Who knows? With different personnel coming in and out, the coaches wanting to look at other players. I can't really answer that," she said. "All I know is I'm in here now and need to make the most of it." Polias' last hit out for the national team came on the other side of the world, in Falkirk, Scotland, so you can understand why she's delighted to play in front of friends and family. And it's here that she will stay until the selection calls are made for France. A teacher at McCallum's Hill Public School in Sydney, Polias is committed to staying and playing locally over the next 3 months. "My school is very supportive," she said. "Whatever commitment I have to make, they've said they'll make it, which is great. I do dream of France, but there's a long hard road ahead of me.